Coyote Creek, the beauty of a living stream. Weaving in and out around the hustle and bustle of Silicon Valley commuters and high-paced businesses, there lies a community treasure that operates at a slower pace. This treasure is Coyote Creek. Its value lies in its beauty and its capacity to nourish our connection to nature, a connection to a streamscape that is thriving with life. Coyote Creek is born every day from water seeping out of the hills in the secluded valleys above Morgan Hill, an area that has changed little in the past 150 years. Historically, these valley streams converged and exited the hills in a narrow gorge, now blocked by the massive Anderson Dam. Gravity now pushes the water 28 miles downstream through San Jose and Milpitas to empty out amidst the salt ponds of the Don Edwards Wildlife Refuge in San Francisco Bay. In the upper watershed, the stream flows quietly through a narrow wooded corridor, rolling over rocks and gliding alongside green-lined banks. It invites us to come visit, to sit beside or walk along the gentle creek, enjoying the trees and the wildlife that makes this a living stream. On the hillsides, a herd of tule elk roams, and checker spot butterflies flutter around plants that only grow on the unique ridgeline soils. Mountain lions, bobcats, and of course coyotes cross Highway 101 to find food, water, and shade along its banks. Rainbow trout spawn and rear their young in the cool waters of the upper watershed. Along the creek some miles below the dam, we still have the remnants of the giant sycamores which once were the dominant tree in the stream-side corridor. Further downstream, native oaks, cottonwoods, and willows provide shelter, shade, and food for a variety of wildlife, including great blue herons, ducks, and insect-eating birds. The creek corridor also hosts dozens of different recreational uses. Hikers, joggers, and bikers frequent the 18-mile-long Coyote Creek Trail, which one day will connect the mountains to the bay. The velodrome hosts racing bicyclists. The model airplane hobbyists fly their varied creations. Numerous civic organizations are working tirelessly and passionately to preserve, protect, and restore the creek and its surrounding lands. For example, groups like the Land Conservancy of Silicon Valley, the Santa Clara Valley Open Space Authority, and the County Parks Department have purchased thousands of acres of pristine land to preserve in perpetuity. Others are working to protect the agricultural and rural character of Coyote Valley. The Guadalupe Coyote Resource Conservation District is working with the Santa Clara Water District to restore the ocean-going steelhead trout population to Coyote Creek. Nevertheless, many stretches of the creek are overrun with litter and invasive plants, and urban water and development projects have degraded habitat. The creek needs our help. We have an opportunity as a community to decide that the natural environment of our creeks is important to us and contributes to our quality of life. We have the chance to apply our science, our engineering, our creativity, and our time to restore our creek to ecological health. Consider the steelhead trout. For thousands of years, this fish has returned from the ocean to spawn in the fresh waters of Coyote Creek. The building of Anderson Dam in 1950 ended all that. The trout could no longer return to the place of their birth because there was no way to get past the dam into their natal streams. Likewise, San Jose, Santa Clara Water District, and Santa Clara County facilities at Singleton Road and the Metcalf and Ogier Ponds block the upstream and downstream migration of trout, preventing their restoration. Despite all these problems, we can bring the steelhead back. We can create habitat conditions downstream of the dams that once existed naturally in the upper reaches of the creek. The Santa Clara Valley Water District agreed to do this in 2003 and built a few good projects and initiated studies on some others. But more community advocates are needed to overcome the inertia that stands like a wall in the way of project completion. If you are impressed by the beauty of Coyote Creek, if you would like to see the restoration of the ecological health and recreational enjoyment of the creek, please join our movement to restore Coyote Creek. If you would like to see the removal of invasive plants and the restoration of native plants, come out and join a volunteer crew to remove invasive plants and plant natives. If you would like to reduce pollution in our creek, come out on one of our monthly trash cleanups and have fun in the sun while recreating a trash-free creek. If you would like to learn about the plants, wildlife, and the history of Coyote Creek, come out and join one of our monthly creek nature walks, or become a docent and lead one of the walks yourself. Just like it takes a village to raise a child, it takes a community of active individuals to create the momentum to restore a living stream. Please join us.